Hello everybody, it has been a long time since I was in front of the camera and I thought today I would come on and do a get ready with me because I haven't done one of those in probably years. I have my cup of tea and it's Saturday, so my husband's with my son and my daughter is asleep and I'm just going to hope she stays asleep for the whole time I'm doing this. So I'm going to try and do this as an unedited vlog, so I will try to say as few ums and stupid things as I can, just so that I can get it up for you guys. And yeah, I'm just going to talk through latest skincare and I'm going to put my makeup on, which is stupendously simple and so similar to the last time I did a makeup video. But this is hopefully mostly going to be talking about skincare because my skin at the minute is really good. I have nothing on it, I have not washed it, and it looks kind of amazing. I've got no hormonal acne at the minute, partly probably because I'm breastfeeding, and also I do think my skincare has made a difference because in a few vlogs ago I talked about how I was having pregnancy acne, and it turns out that was mostly because I was eating cheese, and I don't normally eat cheese or much dairy, and dairy really is the only thing that makes me ever have acne. So stopped eating it, skin much better. I still eat it occasionally and pretty much every time I do I end up with some kind of spot. So anyway, I told you this would be rambly. Let's get into the first thing that I'm going to do. So I am still very much into natural skincare, and so hopefully most of these will be different actually probably than you've seen, because it was again probably like 2 years ago I did anything to do with a skincare video. So I love this Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic, and I just take a little bit on a pad and run that all over my skin. I kind of do this once, like I rotate this with a different one, which is the Evolve Liquid Radiance Glycolic Toner. Now as I'm over 30 and I'm definitely like I've got lines on my head and things, I do feel like I want to do more things just to kind of boost my skin. My skin can take a bit more at the minute as well. And all these things are really good for sensitive skin anyway, like they don't make my skin inflamed or break out or anything, but they're just like a little bit better for your skin and skin regeneration. So anyway, I really like both of those products and I rotate them. And it's kind of amazing the stuff that still comes off of your skin like in the morning. I always think that's kind of amazing. I always think about what I'm going to use next because I sometimes go outside and sometimes I don't go outside, but more often than not I'm outside, and I always have to try and remember what the weather is in the day. So the weather today I think is going to be sunny, but not like overly sunny, but I still want to put sunscreen on. I'm just trying to work out which sunscreen I'm going to use because I've got 3 different types and they all kind of have a different purpose. So I'm just thinking, I think I'll probably use my Integrity because it's amazing. This stuff lasts forever. There is so much in this tube. This is still the same tube that I bought like 2 years ago, and it's probably not nearly as effective now, and I probably should have changed it up because it's got a 1 year like limit to it, but it still is not breaking me out, and there's still so much in there. And yeah, really honestly I think you probably need one of these like per year. I don't know. Anyone else that's used this, tell me how long this has lasted you, because it's lasted me forever. Before I put this on, almost forgetting, I'm going to put on some rosehip oil. This is the Poppy Austin rosehip oil. I just got this on Amazon. I've got some really naff ones off Amazon, but this one's actually really nice. And it just has a nice pipette, and I just probably going to use all of the pipette to be fair. And rosehip oil is incredible for regenerating your skin, so I'm trying to use this once a day, whether it's morning or it's evening, and that is just so nice. And it's really good as well to give your face a nice massage, just get everything moving, draining, clearing, elasticated. Oh, so good. And then I'm going to go in with the Sun Integrity. Now Sun Integrity is quite a matte finish, and it's a 5-in-1 if you haven't ever discovered this before. It's a 5-in-1, so it is a SPF 30, it's broad spectrum. I love it. Like I said, it's matte, so actually it goes over an oil really, really well. Leaves a really nice, dewy looking finish to your skin, and you're getting all that moisturising properties. You're getting the lovely look to your skin. That kind of slight tint evens everything up a little bit. So good. It was ages ago I used to believe in like slightly more expensive oils, and then I realised rosehip was my absolute favourite. It's got such a nice scent to it, it's so light. Any kind of combined oil with essential oils always used to break me out, so I just used plain rosehip oil, always organic and nicely manufactured, but it's certainly not nearly as expensive as other oils that you could buy. So good. I'm going to wash my hands because I wash my hands to begin with. Just saying, one of the best things you can ever do for your skin is make sure you always wash your hands before you touch your skin. It sounds really obvious, but so many people forget to do it. I'm going to have a cup of tea. The other two sunscreens I really like are this one, which I've cut in half and taken all of the rest of it out of, which is the Ren Clean Mineral Sunscreen, I think is what it's called, SPF 30. That's really nice. And the other one that I'm still loving is the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular CC Cream, but this is like a bit more oily, so it doesn't work with an oil underneath it. Kind of works either just by itself or with a more matte finish kind of face cream, something like that. The Weleda Almond Soothing Face Cream, really, really nice finish to that as well. Next thing is lip balm, because it's just good to put on a nice thick lip balm. This is my absolute favourite like lip balm since the last 10 years. It's the Suvana Organic Pawpaw and Honey Lip Balm. It's a really simple formulation, it's really not too expensive. It's bright yellow, so you can find it really easily in your bag. It is quite big, I guess, to carry around with you, but I think it's great for so many other things that I just carry it with me anyway. And it's kind of like a lip mask. It's just really, really lovely and gorgeous, and you can buy it on Amazon. So that is on. Next thing I'm going to use is the Rms Uncover Up in shade 11. I have done a whole review on this. This is still exactly the same tub. Again, I probably shouldn't be using it. I probably should have got rid of it like a year ago, but I am still using it and it's still going strong. I've used it under my eyes basically every day for the last 2 years, and this pot is still got product in it. Just absolutely love it. I was looking at getting a different under eye concealer, and I was like, why would I do that? When I finish this, I'm just going to want exactly the same thing again. I don't have more of the same type of thing. I only have one, and then when I finish it, I replace it. So I've not always got like too many things in my stash, but I'd be really annoyed if I got one that didn't work just because I wanted to try something new. When it comes to something like concealer, and when it comes to something that's this expensive, you want to make sure it actually works, but I absolutely adore that, and I will repurchase and repurchase. And I don't need any concealer, which is bonkers, because for most of my life I have, I mean, I could probably put a little bit on some of my darker patches, but I kind of don't really care about making sure my skin is perfect. I'm quite happy with it just like that. I will go in with an eyebrow gel. Yeah, I'm going to go in with this eyebrow gel. This is the Pure Brow from Jane Iredale, and I quite like the fact it's got a clear tube, but it comes out with so much product that you have to kind of go over your eyebrows again, which is kind of mad, just to like get rid of too much product. Okay, so literally I'm just going to do that. It just is so wet that if you leave it with that much product on there, it's going to go kind of like flaky throughout the day. There we go, probably as much as I need. It's funny because when you're using the Dr. Hauschka one, which is the one I've used previously, it doesn't feel like very much is coming out and it doesn't feel like it's doing very much, but it definitely keeps them all in place. And you don't have to go over it again with your fingers like I just did. And this one works pretty much the same way, except, like I said, so much product comes out. They both keep your eyebrows where they should be all day, but you just don't want it caking up like that. Next, I'm going to go in with the Honest Beauty mascara, which I have bought recently, and I do really like it. I think it's quite good value for money. You have this primer, which I still haven't quite got to grips with because it comes out in like a bit chunky, and I'm not sure if that's just, it's a product that's actually made for more heat, or it's supposed to be like that. But I just find it a bit weird to work with. I love the finished effect, but it takes quite a long time to put it on. And I'm a bit more of a kind of like whack it on your eyes and get out the door kind of a person. But you can buy this in Boots, so I'm quite happy that there's a more natural version available a bit more easily. Thank you, Jessica Alba. So you see how it's given like a bit of a white coating on there? I'm gonna have to do this in the actual mirror because I can't really see. Okay, so you see how the tips of my eyelashes are white? That is what you want. You don't want chunks, you want nice white tips. And then I'm just gonna wait for like 15 seconds for that to dry and then go in with the mascara. Now this mascara has got like a use by date of about 3 months, I think. It's like quite a quick use by date. And I think that's probably just them covering themselves for, it probably starts to flake after that and the product probably starts to get quite dry. But I've only had it for like a month, so far it's actually okay. But it does give amazing definition, length. And the best part is it doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't go anywhere. But you just have to spend a little bit more time putting it on. Let me just check. So that is the effect of that mascara. I really, really love it. Really love it. So a bit more tea. The other thing that's new to my makeup bag is this Jane Iredale liquid eyeliner, and it is incredible. If you're after a natural liquid eyeliner, this one is so amazing. Emma Watson had it on her, I can't remember what it's called, is it called the Press Tour, on her Press Tour Instagram. It's got like all of the natural makeup she ever used for her press tour, for one of her videos or something, and it's amazing resource. And one of the things I saw she used all the time was this Jane Iredale, well not her, obviously her makeup artist probably, and so this is in black brown. It is so good. It's just got this lovely tip. It's like the perfect kind of bend to it. I could not ask for a better natural eyeliner than this, and I will repurchase and repurchase. And for me, I've got kind of quite small eyes, so lots of mascara and a wing really helps make them look bigger. Next thing is highlight luminizer. I've got 2 in my makeup bag at the minute. I've got the Inica Organic Light Reflect Cream, and this is kind of more matte. And then I've got the RMS Champagne Rosé Luminizer, and this is definitely for like, it's a bit more like in your face because it's quite shiny. I really like it, but because I've already got the shiny rosehip oil on underneath, I'm going to go with the more matte Inica Organic one, and literally just like a teeny tiny bit. Just there. Tiny little bit, just gives a little bit of glow, which I like. Now I know some of you are like, why are you putting makeup on given no one's going to see you? I put makeup on every single day because it makes me feel so much more like powerful and strong, and like I can do this. And when I look in the mirror, instead of seeing frumpy mummy, I see a strong, confident woman, and I feel so much better about myself. I can get on with the day, and on days where I forget to put makeup on or I don't have time, I just don't do as well. That is the sad fact or the brilliant fact, not sure, one of the two. So, next thing is bronzer. Now this is the pressed bronzer from Lilly Lolo in Miami Beach, and well, I like it, but I don't wear a huge amount of bronzer. But I like to look a little bit more done. I've got two blushes, only two blushes in my stash at the minute, and these are both really old ones. I'm just trying to use them up. So I've got the Lilly Lolo Mineral Blush in Beach Babe. Love Lilly Lolo blushes so much. And again, this is probably the one I'm going to wear because it's matte. And if I put this one on, which is the Ilia, all of me, I'm probably going to just see it fall straight off my face. It's a nice colour though. I do like it. I think I mentioned this in a things I really don't like vlog ages ago, but even if I don't really like it, I still have to use it because otherwise it's a huge waste. So I've been wearing it quite a lot and then reapplying it during the day, and that seems to work just fine, but it's really not a product that stays on your skin very long, especially if you've got oil underneath. So this is the Lilly Lolo, and I like to wear quite a lot of blush. Something about my rosy complexion just seems to work with blush. And that is almost it. Actually, I might put a bit of this on my lips. This is like a multi-stick from Ilia, and it has 0 staying power. Okay, it might last you like an hour or something, but it really doesn't stay on very long. But the colour's nice. Oh, because I've got oil on, it's just like smudging everywhere. So that is me, ready for the day. What do you think? I should probably do something with my hair, shouldn't I? Let me wash my fingers first. So my hair has just kind of been up like that since nighttime. I redid the ponytail. The hair is actually amazing, and I'm probably just gonna leave it just like that. This is just great. Yes, there you go. I don't think I need to add anything to that. I'm not after perfect curls, and especially with it long, I think I can get away with a little bit more, but also where it's got so healthy, it does look so much better. So there you go, finished look. I'm ready to go for the day. Go nowhere because we're in lockdown, but go out into the garden and look nice for myself and for my husband. There you go. So because the baby is still asleep and everyone's happy downstairs, I'm just going to talk through some of the other skincare products that I like, and also talk you through what I've been doing for my nighttime skincare, because that's changed up quite a lot since the last time I spoke to you about it. So let me just talk through a couple of the other moisturizers that I like. So obviously rosehip oil plus a sunscreen. I've shown you some of the other sunscreens that I like, but I've been using this Embryolisse Lait Creme Concentrate, which actually is not at all natural whatsoever, but has really helped keep my skin in balance. The one thing that makes it not a good product for more sensitive people is the fragrance. They use fragrance in it, and I really don't like the smell of it. I don't know, I mean, obviously they put it in because it would probably smell really funky otherwise, but yeah, fragrance makes this not a great product. Otherwise the ingredients are not bad at all. It's a lovely, lovely mattifying moisturizer, great for sensitive skin, and I really, really like it. I'm not sure if I'll necessarily repurchase it, but it is a really good one for sensitive skin people out there. Almond Soothing Facial Cream. This is really, really nice. Cheaper than so many other skin moisturizers out there. Usually I spend about £25 on a natural moisturizer, and this one was about 13, and I got it on Amazon. So amazing, really, really happy with that. I haven't used much of it yet, and I've probably had it for about a month. So that's really, really great as well. So a little bit goes quite a long way. Always looking for products like that. I love Weleda. I use so many Weleda products. We do have Weleda Skin Food, but I never use that on my face. It is way too heavy for my face. Always breaks me out. Never a good thing. So I'm just going through like all of the products I've got here, which is not very many. I'm trying to keep everything to minimal use products and then move on to a different one or the same one. I've got this all-seeing eye cream from Living Libations I've had for years. Again, I've got so much left of this product and I use that in the evening time. I'm going backwards now, so let me tell you exactly what I do. So I start by taking off my makeup. I use the Bioderma Sensibio H2o because it's great for sensitive skin. Again, not at all natural, but always removes everything, doesn't break me out. Brilliant, brilliant product. And as much as I tried natural ones, but either they broke me out because they've got essential oils or the oils in them otherwise are too heavy. I tried cleansing with oil, but again, I find that too much for my skin. So I always just keep going back to Bioderma. So I just decided I'd stick with it for now. So if you have any other suggestions, natural suggestions, please let me know. I may have tried them, but it's always worth you letting me know of products just in case I've missed something. Then I use soap. This is a goat's milk oatmeal soap. I will make sure it's linked down below. I buy it off a seller on Etsy, and this is like a fragment of what it should look like. I've got a full one upstairs, but I've been using this now for probably a year. I started using it when I was pregnant. I was getting my pregnancy acne, and I found it really, really, really helped because I was feeling like even though I was cleansing a lot, my skin was overproducing, I think, because I was cleansing too much or something with all the different types of cleansers I was using at the time. And I was just like, I need something more simple. And I saw someone I follow on Instagram using this soap, not this exact one because she was in America, but using like a goat's milk honey oatmeal soap. And so I was like, I'm gonna try that because I know that some soaps can really, really strip your skin, so I'm not suggesting you ever use like regular soap, but properly made, lovely soap with really nice, simple ingredients list has worked amazing for my skin. So I just kind of take my makeup off, usually just my eye makeup, actually I take off with the Bioderma, and then yeah, I just get this in my hands, warm up with some warm water, get a nice lather on and just rub that all over my face. And then get a nice warm washcloth and then take it off. I get, again, these nice washcloths. I think I got these ones off Etsy, but you can just use a flannel or like face washcloth. I don't know what you would call it. And just take that all off. And your skin can feel quite taut afterwards, but it should never feel too tight. So I like that feeling because I know that my skin is clean. And then for the first like 6 months I was using the soap, I would just go to sleep like that. Nothing else, no moisturizer, nothing. So it's kind of almost a caveman routine. But yeah, I would just cleanse with soap and then go to bed because I just wanted my skin to come back to normal. And then now it's pretty much back to normal. I half the time put on some moisturizer and then half the rest of the time I just go to sleep like that because one, I don't have time, and two, it's really good for your skin to just rebalance. It doesn't always need a moisturizer. I found that a lot of moisturizer or oils I was using would just end up on my pillow, and then that would make bacteria, and then that would just make my face horrible. So going to sleep with just clean skin is just lovely. One thing I do though is put some eye cream on, and I put my Savannah balm on my lips as well. And if I've got dry patches, which I never usually have, I mean, I would put some moisturizer on. One thing I love to do in the evenings or the mornings is to use masks, and I'm going to show you some of my favorites. Like, I have one or two of most products, maybe just like a couple of moisturizers, a cleanser, a couple of toners, but I have so many masks. So I'm going to just share my favorites. So one of the things as well that I did when I was pregnant was just to do an oatmeal. So I literally just ground up some oats, so kind of like ground oats, and just put that in your hand with a little bit of water, and that makes a nice scrub. But one thing I would love to do, or did do, was mix it up with some honey and some natural yogurt, and that makes a phenomenal mask. And if you just need one thing for your face, that is probably what I would do. I like to overcomplicate it, but if you want to keep life simple, just grind up some oats, mix it with some really nice honey and some natural yogurt. And I used to keep that in the fridge, put that on my face every day, and honestly, I think that made a huge difference along with the soap. Amazing. So I don't do that hugely often anymore. I'm kind of more into doing something a bit more. Now my skin has reclaimed its balance and it's back to being strong and not breaking out all the time. I have tried a few different things. So I've got this Andalou pumpkin glycolic mask. I saw this on the Trini's channel. I really love both of these masks from Andalou. This is the Andalou 1000 Roses Rose Water Mask. So this is like hugely moisturizing, and you can put a nice thick layer of it on your skin and it just smells glorious and you feel lovely afterwards, and you just take it off with a cloth. Neither of these are hugely expensive, which is why I was like, oh yes, I need to jump on that, because so many natural masks are like £70 or even £20 is too much. And these are so much cheaper. This is a brightening glycolic mask, and this makes like this part of my face go a bit red after wearing it for like 15 minutes or however long I'm supposed to wear it. But I really like it. It has a lovely smell, always does actually brighten my face, make me feel really lovely, but it's not one to use if you want to go out immediately that morning. I wouldn't do that. Then I have a few different like clay masks that I use. I have just a packet of green clay, French green clay, which I just mix with water and put on my face. And I have used that for years and years and years, and I really like it. But also I have this Hey Bud mask, which is all the way from Australia. This was actually sent to me, but I really love it. It's got a lovely ingredients list, and it comes with a brush, and it's just so nice to put a mask on with a brush. Obviously I'm not going to do that now, but yeah, you put that on, it dries in a similar way, but it has more moisturizing ingredients obviously in it because it's not dry anymore. They've put moisturizing ingredients in it so that it doesn't fully, like when you use a clay mask, just pure clay, your skin gets so tight afterwards, which is a lovely feeling for some, but if you've got if you've got a sensitive skin, then you probably want something a bit more moisturizing, so this is a lovely option. The other thing I do like occasionally as just a special treat is a sheet mask. So I've got the 100% pure collagen boost sheet mask, and then I've got the Wamisa Organics ones. I love the Wamisa ones. This is the seeds one, but I've had the flowers one, and there's another one that I can't remember, but they're both really nice. All three of them are really nice. And then there's a couple of other products I haven't shown you, which I'm going to show you because then you've seen everything that I own for my face. The Acute Brilliantly Brightening Facial Scrub I've had for like years, and again I think I mentioned this in a video. I didn't really like it and I found it too heavy, but now, like I said, my skin's come back into balance. I think if you've got acne, this is not a product to use, but if you've got now slightly more mature skin like me, or skin that can take a bit more, then this is actually quite nice to use very occasionally. And I literally use like a pea-size amount, pea-size, if I'm feeling like, you know, it's like the end of a sunny day and you've got like just sunscreen on your face and you've washed your face, but your face just still feels like, ugh, then that really just helps to get rid of it. Sometimes I will use like an AHA toner and that does the same job, but sometimes you just want something with a bit of grit to it, and that definitely has grit. The other product that I haven't mentioned, but I have, is the Amma Moisturizer from Neil's Yard Remedies. This is my more expensive moisturiser, but I really, really love it. And there is this much left of it, and it's £22, and I don't want to pay for delivery, and so I'm being cheap. So I'm using the Almond one because it's literally half the price from Willida. And it's very similar. This is just smells glorious. All the Neil's Yard products smell so good. So that is pretty much almost everything I own. I also have rose water, which I use some of the time. When it's more like a summer thing for me that I like rose water, and the Aven Oatmeal spring water, which actually, to be fair, I could use right now. Which just makes you feel glorious, kind of sets your makeup a bit. But I just like it on slightly warmer days, or if I'm feeling a bit flustered. I love it. So So that is me for the day. Thank you for joining me. It was nice to just be on camera and share a few bits with you, and I've been meaning to share all my skincare with you for ages, especially the soap, because that's a huge change for me. I've never used soap before. And just to update you on my makeup bag, because like literally my makeup bag stays the same for about 2 years, and then I've started to bring a few new things into rotation. I'm rambling again. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you for joining me. Leave me comments down below, let me know how you are, how you're doing, whether you're wearing makeup during quarantine, and yeah, I hope that was interesting. Thank you for watching. Bye.